Use the code CHICKEN in the shop.
Hey guys, the Chicken is here. We are back today with another Brawl Stars video. In today's video, guys, we are back with episode 2 on the starting over count in Brawl Stars. What I wanted to do today was we're going to play a little bit. We're going to try to unlock some game modes, and we're going to focus on the top 10 tips for beginner players in Brawl Stars. Now, if these help you out and you do want to go ahead and support the channel, guys, all you got to do is, as long as the game doesn't freeze, use that code CHICKEN in the shop. I do appreciate it, especially as a smaller YouTuber. It does help support the channel, keep the flashing lights on behind me. We got a lot of great offers going on right now as well. Ooh, 10 mega boxes for 269 gems. We don't have enough gems, but yeah, I still have to get the Brawl Pass this account. We'll focus on that later. Right now, let's just take a look at what brawlers that we have available. Let's upgrade Mr. Frank to level 2. And I don't want to use Frank, but I want to show you. So we have Shelly, Nita, Primo, Barley, Poco, Rosa, Rico, Daryl, and Penny, and obviously Frank, as we just saw. So here's what we're going to have to use. Now, I think there's certain brawlers that you can use, you know, at the beginning that are going to be a little bit better. But that's going to depend on your game mode. So let's start off with Shelly. I do really enjoy playing Shelly. And we're going to go into the only game that we can play right now, and that is Solo Showdown. So this ties into the first tip that I have, and that's simply to know your modes, know your game modes, know, you know, what people are going to use against you, what you're typically going to see, and just generally who's going to be better suited for what. You know, so a brawler like Poco, for example, that I do have right now at the beginning, might not necessarily be the best choice for Solo Showdown. Obviously, he can work and he can get his solo wins, no doubt about it, but I would say there's definitely some better brawlers, especially at the beginning, when you're still learning the mechanics of all of them. There's probably some better choices overall as a generality than, you know, because a lot of brawlers are made in mind with being support-type brawlers, right? Or if you catch yourself in some situations where you're one-on-one, for example, then that's not going to be, you know, an optimal situation for you in that brawler. So we want to avoid things like that if we can, and that all simply comes down to just knowing your brawler and knowing the game mode. So let's go like this. Oof, Mr. Primo did not stand a chance there with 9 power cubes, so we'll take that. Yeah, so choosing the right brawler for the objective, again, kind of ties into that. I'll leave a link down to, this is actually from a website that I found that had some pretty good tips. The website name is Squad State. But yeah, just kind of going over these and then expanding upon them. Oh, we got a new event unlocked. We got Gem Grab, guys. Very cool. That's going to be exciting. So we'll try some Gem Grab next. Let's switch it up. Let's use Barley. He's going to be a lot of fun in Gem Grab. And let's get into the next tip. So number 1, know your modes. Number 2, choose the right brawler for each objective. I already kind of talked about that. Number 3, don't fear Showdown with strangers. I mean, obviously Brawl Stars is more fun, and it's, you know, you're going to be better off playing with teams and playing with people who know how to play the game, and that's going to tie into some future points down the road here in a sec. Uh-oh, we're having some Wi-Fi issues. Or somebody is. But, you know, don't be afraid to just grind out some Solo Showdown. Yeah, sometimes that's not going to be the best option, but, you know, especially at the beginning, that's going to be the best way to grind out your brawlers. Best way to get cups, best way to get trophies, that kind of thing. So don't be afraid to just get your hands dirty and get some Solo Showdowns under your belt, especially at the very beginning, like we said. Very important. Okay, there we go. We got some gems back. And okay, we're trying to take control here. That was weird. Shelly was right behind me, but didn't shoot me. You gotta love the early low-level stuff, right? Very fun. Okay, that shot, I don't know where it went, but it left me. Uh-oh. Rosa could have killed me there, but she didn't. Again, you gotta love the low-level stuff. Yeah, there we go. No, one of us died. Alright, let's get into the next tip. Making friends. So that's kind of what we started to talk about on the last tip. You know, Obviously, Brawl Stars is going to be a lot more fun, and you're going to win a lot more games if you're playing with a really good team. And, you know, all these game modes, they're about synergy and that kind of thing, and how well, you know, different brawlers play with one another. And you can really dominate certain game modes once you get into that flow of playing with really good people and that kind of thing. I'm just going to go for it right here. I don't know what's going on. We're just going to have to take the 10 gems, put them on our back, and take our team to the promised land. Rosa is still just kind of ducking me there. I don't know why. Alright. So yeah, make friends. It's pretty straightforward. Find people that you play well with, that you win with, and then, you know, add them in the game and keep going from there. The next one is really get to know your brawlers. So, you know, you should... Obviously, there's going to be... Ooh, look at this daily gift streak. Log in every day 15 days to claim your free gifts. That's cool. Don't miss a day or the streak will be gone. Oh, look at this, guys. We got Bandita Shelly. Very, very cool. Yeah, so get to know all your brawlers, right? So you shouldn't be... Like, typically for each map and each game mode, there's some brawlers that are better than others to play. So try not to be caught off guard where it's like, oh, you know, Penny's really good on this map, but I never play Penny, so, you know, I'm going to play somebody else, and then you're kind of at a disadvantage because you're not, like, playing the, you know, the optimal selection for that map. Yeah, and you can spend some time too. In the training arena. It's a great feature. I forget when they added it. It was a while back, but it's just really going to allow you to get to know your brawler, especially if it's somebody that you haven't played around with. Now, for me, I typically do this in solo showdown. That's where I do most of my, you know, labbing kind of stuff if I want to try different things. But obviously, you could lose trophies doing it that way. So, but it's good, you know, as the new brawler comes out, just to get a handle on how they actually play. And, you know, you can do a lot of things. You can really do stuff in the training arena that you can't do inside of the game. Essentially, you know, like where exactly do they have to sit in Barley's arrow? Like, is his gun pointing there enough to get shot? No. He's got to be just a hair over that. His entire gun has to be capsuled inside to get the damage. So little things like that, you know, you can practice in here, and then it does end up helpful and obviously translates to the real game. Yeah, the next biggest one is we'll talk about this. Let's try a different brawler. What do we want to do for this? I think Nita will be good. So let's do Nita. Let's go back to solo showdown. And the next tip is that manually aiming is always better than auto aiming. Auto aiming is going to get you in a lot of trouble if you get used to using it. I made that mistake a while back, and especially in solo showdown, it's not a game where you can do a lot of auto aiming and expect to be successful. Sure, I mean, you can use Edgar, jump on top of them, spam your auto aim, and be generally okay. But you know, the better you get at manually aiming, just you're gonna have more fun and you're gonna progress further throughout the game. So, yeah, I mean, there's different things. Like sometimes they'll lock on something you didn't mean to. You know, the AI targeting is not always that great. But yeah, there's definitely you know, a time and a place for auto aim. It's not useless, but at the same time, you know, it's usually a better option to aim manually, especially when you're starting out the game and you really need to get used to how that works and how it feels, because it can be a little bit daunting. It's like, oh, why wouldn't I just go up here and hit and spam it versus, you know, messing around with this? And I mean, yeah, but you know, overall you're gonna be more accurate. It's gonna allow you to do more things, and you're just gonna have a better time, like we said. So. Yeah, typically the further away I am, the more likely I am to use manual aim. Then I'll use auto aim when I know they're right on the sights and right there. So use them both, but rely on manual aim as the basis. Community maps can be fun. I wouldn't really put that in as a beginner tip, but I would say a better one than that would be get to know the maps. You know, get to understand what map you're actually going to be playing, and just, you know, be cognizant of you know, the differences on, you know, we're playing here, it says right under the event name Double Trouble. You know, get to have an idea of what that map is, where you might want to go, and that kind of thing, versus if we're playing Gem Grab on Chill Space. You know, obviously this is going to be like a map with 3 lanes, so we're going to want somebody in the far outside, someone on the far outside, and then somebody up the middle, depending who you're playing with, and that kind of thing. So I hope that helps you guys out. If you enjoyed the video, ooh, we got our next daily gift. That's pretty cool. I don't remember seeing this before when I first started. So, oh, we get Edgar on day 15. That's actually sweet. Yeah, guys, if you enjoyed the video, I do appreciate it. If you throw that code chicken in the shop for me, it does help support the channel. And don't forget to subscribe to the channel for weekly starting over Brawl Stars videos. That's what we're doing right now. It's a lot of fun getting back to the roots. I've covered the game since, it was in beta on day 1. So yeah, let me know what you guys think of that down below in the comments. As always, thanks so much for watching. That is going to wrap it up for the video today. Make sure to leave a like if you find it interesting, entertaining, or informative. Catch you next one, guys. Check it out. Back.